Yo, welcome to Carter's Corner Pocket, where we feel the rocket. Today, talking GameStop. Yeah, so I just ripped these Dragon Ball Z packs straight from GameStop. Rare Goku, Super Saiyan Goku. We got a punk over here, his son Gohan, that always gets him into trouble. Always has his dad risking his life. Sounds like my son. We got Frieza over here. What's going on, man? I see everybody over here. I'm just chilling over here. Too boring this morning. Yeah, I only got a little while. I was contemplating getting on right now because I have to pick the kids up as usual. But I just want to go live, just in case I'm not able to go live tomorrow. And you know who's going to be live all day long tomorrow? Mind Games, what's up, man? Everybody in the chat, I don't have too much time, but thank you everybody for coming through. We got GameStop over here up 2.61%. Earlier was it up 4%? I don't know. We were at 23 something. All I'm looking for is the bounce. It's funny how we know where the line is going to be, how the stock is going to trade, and when it's going to bounce. I can't imagine it trading since the last earnings. Look at all these green E's in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're about to be 5 in a row. Larry Chang's tweet told you. He told us. Continuous growth year over year. Eventually, it'll be year over year. I think revenue is shrinking. I think we're at the end of the shrinking revenue. I mean, it's kind of obvious, right? We're closed down the stores. Italy, overseas, Canada, Germany, shrunk our footprint over here, and it's all about scalability with Ryan Cohen. That's what he did with Chewy. That's what he's going to do with GameStop. With Chewy, it was a little bit different of a business. It was lower margin, so they had to scale it up faster to be profitable, and they had to scale back marketing spend. They could have been profitable anytime. Just like GameStop, Ryan Cohen's been doing this. Now we're transitioned to, he's been in the low-margin collectibles business, not collectibles, low-margin business, so he knows you have to scale it up rapidly in order to stay afloat, and he's looking at high margins with GameStop. Everything we do is high margins. I've never opened these Dragon Ball Z packs. I got this juice box pack I got. I like the art on it. I don't really think I want to. I don't really think I want to open it. I think I just want to keep it like this, sealed. I don't know why. It's probably a CGC slab, which CGC. There's a reason why GameStop is only giving out PSA cards. I don't even know. Does Arena Club gives out CGC cards? Arena Club gives out their own graded cards. Does Courtyard, do they do only PSA? Because GameStop only does PSA, and there's a reason for that. We'll see if I can get to it, but let me pull up the bus tracker on my phone so I can see where the hell my kids are at. Because last time I was a little late and I had to chase them down. I'll snap message from work. Okay, cool. So yeah, where was I? Let me just go down the line. I'm gonna go down the line. No, tomorrow I got nothing. Anyone else? Nah. Let's see. When AI's inevitable slowdown, this is the only thing I have other than GameStop for today. When AI's inevitable slowdown comes up, S&P can tank 20%, Goldman Sachs says. And we're absolutely in a bubble. People are just pouring money into AI without not even thinking of repercussions of what's going to happen. You know, the S&P 500 is it's just propped up by all the hyperscaler companies. 6 companies are the main people propping it up, and that never ends well. People just blindly throwing their money all into one spot, all into one thing never works out. GameStop, on the other hand, we got many other things to do. Goldman Sachs warns of a major slowdown in AI investment by big tech could cut the S&P 500's valuation multiple by up to 20%. But adds the current risk is below level of the previous bubbles. Okay, that's fine. That's fine and dandy. But the thing is, like, Nvidia's last Q2 earnings were a little weak. You know, they didn't let's say they didn't appease Wall Street and the growth that they were looking for. And Q2 earning calls, they're starting to come in a little soft as far as the people using Nvidia chips, people using chips such as Nvidia's. For AI applications, they're coming in soft. The companies that deal with the AI applications, they're coming in soft. Their Q2 earnings. So we can see a trickle down effect, but the whole economy is basically standing up on AI. So will they allow it to drop? That's to be seen. People buying in right now are buying in at the top. I would not want to make that purchase. I would love to purchase GameStop. Excuse me, something 2 times book right now, $20 book, or not even 2 times, $20 book value. We're trading at 23, 21. This is still an absolute steal. Look at it on the macro. What are we doing? We're about to come up right now. Let's see. We're about to come up right now. We'll see if we can cross this MACD, but that's all temporary, right? We still have our bullish divergence on the MACD over here for the daily chart. I really only look at the daily. I don't care. Like other people's 5-minute chart and 1-minute chart is my 30-minute chart. You know, 30-minute chart, 30-minute chart is is really the lowest that I go because I'm a long-term investor, and 30-minute chart is just day-to-day type of fun for me. Because 5-minute chart can switch up real quick. 1-minute chart can switch up real quick. That's for like day traders. I just don't want to get into that. SPY is up right now. The market's probably going to get pumped eventually because of the rates dropping, because the Fed will probably cut rates, because they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They are basically forced to do something. They are forced to cut rates because of the job report coming in way lower. Why do they want to cut rates? Because when they cut rates, businesses are able to take out loans. And loans from banks, right? Boost the banks. Banks already have been delivering like crazy earnings, outpacing the S&P 500 this year so far. But they want small businesses, medium-sized businesses to take out loans. And that's how they'll end up paying their employees. That's how they'll boost employment, taking out a loan and hiring a new employee. So you already know that sounds horrible. Like, why would you want to just over-leverage yourselves or be hamstrung by your lender, you know, which GameStop has none of, so that's why I invest. Because there's nobody here to strong-arm GameStop. The only person that's in full, complete, total control of the company, the only people, I should say, buy the stock themselves. They don't get awarded stock. They don't get paid a salary. The only way they get paid is if the stock goes up. And the way I'm seeing it, we're at the bottom right now, the lowest they could ever take it, to me, in my mind. Carter's Corner Pocket's mind. CCP, Chinese Communist Party, $19. It's the bottom of this demand zone. That's the lowest I could see it ever going again. We'll see. It's to be seen. I'm not 100% accurate all the time, but I'm damn sure close to it, especially with the market and what's going on and what's going to happen. We'll see. So I'm looking to rock it up over here to $28. In the near term, I think, I don't know. I'm honestly, what I'm really waiting to see is to burst out of this line of resistance that we've seen multiple times over here. 1, 2 points right here. 2 contact points. I'm looking for the third coming up soon after these earnings. One thing I'm kind of wary about for myself are the analyst expectations. When they say, oh, this green E, I mean, it could be bullish to me. Even if it were red, right? Even if we came in under the revenue expectations, just like this. Michael Pachter sets the freaking estimate. So he's setting us to grow so fast, right? I forgot even the number. The number he put out, was it 900 million this quarter for revenue? I don't think we're going to make that. I mean, maybe we will, but that doesn't mean it's negative, right? We scaled down. We become more efficient. Think of like a boxer, right? Some heavyweight that's huge can like deliver a knockout blow in like a few punches, 3 punches, but 3 punches is all you got. And if you miss, you're out, you know, or you have that efficient boxer that's like wearing down someone with tactical punches over time, and then you just tire him out, and then the knockout comes, or you win by decision. You know, this is kind of what GameStop's like. We're going the full 12 rounds, and we're going to win by decision. And when's the decision? Ryan Cohen dictates that, you know? It's crazy and absolute madness that we have $9 billion in cash. I'm not even going to consider, like, I know the $4.2 billion of senior convertible notes goes to the debt, but that's only due, and I was watching Tony De Niro, I was watching Tony De Niro just to see if there are any humans that need saving in the background or something. You know, somebody got untied or unchained, or the human coop opened. I was watching them. And he's talking about diluted EPS. I get it. I get it. Convertible notes. It could. He's like, that's dilution. Okay, I got it. So you want to divide our. You want to divide our. About that. You want to divide by diluted EPS for earnings per share? I will not do that because those shares are those shares or cash. Remember that GameStop has the cash. They have the option to give back cash to the senior convertible note. My bad. I'm checking out the time. I got work over here going on, which I know I'm going to be damn busy after I pick up the kids. So that's why I wanted to click start. But anyways, you want to dilute by, you want to use diluted EPS. Those shares, I believe they're due back in 2030 or 2032. And GameStop is the one that has the option to give back cash or shares or a mixture of them. We damn well could make all of that, use that $4.2 billion. We could make $4.2 billion in cash and give them back $4.2 billion. We could just give them their cash straight back. So then why are we, if that would be the case, why would I use diluted EPS right now? Why would I do it right now? The shares are not hit. It says 447. You're guaranteeing that those are diluted, that it's dilution eventually. It cannot be. I mean, we have the choice to just hand the cash back to them. What's going down? Dynamite, what's up? Because I can, what's up? Ray Pizzazz, Burton, everybody. I just love to call out everybody, man. Y'all are my crew. Y'all are like, we're the people here every single day riding nonstop about GameStop. Let's see what we're doing. Running out of time, so I'm just going to keep going with what I'm doing. This, I think, is really awesome. Oh, yeah, yesterday I was at my son's football game, like, from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So I missed all the Commanders game, but it's cool. We won. I got to watch with my parents, my family, all of that. We die hard over here. We die hard over here. I don't really care about football as much as I used to, but it's cool watching a winning team. Anyways, yeah, this is really cool. Hand-signed autographs from Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and more. I would have bought one if it were Jaden Daniels were included in it. But it's the mystery box thing, and that's how we're going to have our success off collectibles. High-margin collectibles, the mystery boxes are extremely high-margin. If you look at cases, breaking packs, all of that, the people that keep the cards that keep getting sold back versus the cards that are being kept, GameStop is making like a 40% margin off of that, and then the card just gets relisted automatically once sold back. So, absolutely massive margins that are being made. This is really cool to me. 2025 Fanatics under wraps, NFL 8x10, 8x10 inch mystery box, autographed, and it's a GameStop exclusive. That's the thing. The Mewtwo box, right? The Team Rocket tin, GameStop exclusive. So Ryan Cohen's out there doing deals with all types of people over there. Outside. Analyst sees 40% downside. Yeah, Michael Packard, we're not wasting time with you. Oh, my bad. No, this is why. Maybe this will be what I'll close it off with. This is such a short stream. I feel like I'm cheating everyone and myself. Okay, anyways, who's the analyst over here that's saying, what is it, $13.50 price target? You know it's Wedbush Securities. They're coming in 19 cents per share. I'm thinking 32 cents per share. That's like in the ballpark of 140 to 150 $1 million net income. So let me go ahead and see, where the hell is Wedbush? Time to waste on these people, man. Alicia Reese. Okay, 1350, and the article only mentions the 1350 target. Not this person. Is that ChatGPT or something? Not this person has 2350, 2450 price target, and it's a sell for GameStop. Okay, so I looked in. Who's Alicia Reese? What does she recommend? Guess what she recommends? AMC Entertainment as a buy. What else is there? Unity, the stock that Trey Trades pushed out as well. He also pushed out AMC, as you know. Unity Software as a buy as well. So I was like, okay, Unity Software, you already know, what is it? Sequoia Holdings is into it. What was the other one? I can't remember. It's off the tip of my tongue. Here it is, Unity Software, Sequoia Capital. They own, it says they're over 10%, but in 2020 they were, here you go, Sequoia. They backed Unity, $1.5 billion they gave to them. Have a 24.1% stake. Private equity, Silver Lake, that's it, holds an 18.2% stake. This was back in the day, a little while ago. Oh yeah, and Credit Suisse as well. This is something. Sequoia Capital tends to deal in companies that just don't exist anymore, like Credit Suisse. Or they go out and they go ahead and, Look at Unity's. Look at Unity. All they're doing is selling. There's no buys over here. It's all sales. Their board of directors, the complete opposite of GameStop. So they pushed out Credit Suisse, right, on their article, and here you go. They had a whole thing of Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX, how they invested in it. I'm not going to read this because time crunch. They talk about Carolina Ellison, freckle face with a personality that splits the difference between bubbly and nerdball. She's partial, blah blah blah. She went to meet up with Sam Bankman-Fried. They're office buddies. You mean orgy buddies? Disgusting. That's the nastiest orgy ever, man. Who the hell? Hopefully that thing's not recorded. My bad, yo. I'm opening the Bus Tracker app. Disgusting. I mean, just they're like oozing and pouring and gleaming over this guy, Sam Bankman-Fried. Like he's the absolute genius over here. This article, by the way, taken down. What's up, yo? Are you serious, Morantz? You sending me a super chat, man? Come on, man. Thank you so much, man. Means a lot. Amber, thank you. Welcome. I'm gonna be out really soon. But Sequoia Capital, they are large shareholders of Unity. I think they're the largest shareholder. They put out articles and articles of Sam Bankman-Fried. Look at this. It's like a never-ending article. By the way, right now, it's deleted. They talk about how genius he is, how amazing FTX is, how he's the next $1 trillion man. And you can go look for FTX. You won't find it. You can go look for Credit Suisse. You won't find it. So what did I want to look at over here? One thing, there's some YouTubers over here that kidnap humans. No, I'm kidding. They talk about book value per share being nothing. So then why does Roaring Kitty talk about it?
$15 or $12 in book value? Come on, 1/3 of book value? Historically profitable? 4 years prior of profitability? And they had a little bit of leverage to consider, right? That's why credit analysis is such a big part of $4 per share. You get $14.
If you look through the stream
in book value, come on, 1/3 of book value. You see book value and tangible book were about they had a little bit, and then it's all written off. It's all sold off. Yeah,
every single stock he goes through in here, he looks at the book value. While people out there, Tony De Niro, telling you book value means nothing. People don't care. I don't care what other people value GameStop at. I care what I value GameStop at. So I was just going to go into Unity, how it's has Silver Lake in it, Sequoia, people that push out FTX, Unity software, which is trades. Wedbush is over there pushing out AMC as a buy, Unity as a buy, and GameStop as a sell. Take a look at this. Is this even over here? I didn't go through this yet. I don't like putting things up that I didn't go through. Yeah, because I like to do the reading, see if there's anything important, for other GameStop investors, and I try to point it out. That's what I do. But Open Door being pushed out as the new GameStop. Could it be GameStop? And then this guy. This is the main reason. This guy I want to punch in the face more than anyone in the world. More than anyone in the world. He's just an actor. And they put him up here as a TED Talk for 11 minutes and 55 seconds, telling you how he YOLO'd everything. He's just an actor. He didn't do any of this. How he YOLO'd everything and to sell your shares. Watch this.
The moral of the story is this. When chasing greatness, never lose sight of what is truly valuable. When your relationships with your friends and family become strained due to a single-minded obsession that's taking up all your energy, sometimes the best thing to do is sell. Get out and focus on investing in the relationships where your gains are far more valuable than money. Because YOLO!
Did Tony De Niro write that script down? How gay can you be, for real? Not even... And this fool calling GameStop investors idiots. Oh, that title right here, GameStop will never make money from operations. What are we doing? Making money from operations. Saggy piece of shit.
Their annual meeting was something like 8 minutes long. He made a speech saying, thanks for trusting me, no Q&A. So nobody's allowed to talk to them. They don't have a C-suite. I mean, Ryan Cohen is the CEO. The CFO is some guy who got there 2 years ago as the controller. And since Cohen's fired everybody who ever worked there, they have a guy nominally as CFO and they have a general counsel. That's it. There's no COO. There's nobody who's doing merchandising. There's nobody senior left at that company. So precedent is, he's supposed to have all these people. And I think that he's nominally following the rules, but barely. So I don't think that he's committing fraud or he's going to jail. I think what's really sad is he floats stock and these idiots buy it.
So, like, one of my things where I forgot to mention, Sequoia Capital, they're writing like pages and pages and pages of like how great and how much of a genius Sam Bankman-Fried is. It's unfortunate I didn't get to go through that article because over there it talks about it being, it's really funny. It talks about it being one of the most sure things that can ever be, like, that can ever happen. FTX is one of the most sure things, and it's gone, evaporated in a heartbeat. I didn't want to open this. Thanks to Marantz, it's $2 super chat. I have to go back to GameStop again. I got another trash Caleb Williams card that people pay $800 for. I have to get it graded. So let's just go ahead. Let's take a look. I don't care. What's that difference? What'd I get? Japanese, PSA 10. I don't even, Reggie Gus, V, I don't even know what this is, yo. But this is why, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to ask my son, what is this joint? At least it's a Gem Mint 10, right? At least it's a Gem Mint 10. I'm cool with Japanese cards. I like Japanese cards. But what else do I have to... oh, here. Boom.
You
No,
guys
fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. For real.
How much capital is being raised and how much of that capital is going to go back to paying down debt at PetSmart versus back towards operations at Chewy? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak to exactly the capital structure, but what I will say is that it's a capital-light business and it requires very little to engender its growth. And so, the company has gone from $200 million in sales in 2014 to $3.5 billion in sales in 2018, and it's burned through about $140 million, all of which has gone into investing in new customer acquisition and future fulfillment centers. And so it really is a function of how quickly you scale the company. But at any point, we could have, ratcheted down the marketing spend and been profitable. But for us, the strategy has really always been about scale and market leadership and building a really big business. And the governor of growth has always been free cash flow. And so we've always...
The governor of growth has always been free cash flow. What does GameStop have? More cash than a little bit. Yeah, I can't say PSA 10. No, CGC 10. And CGC is trash. You know why? I was going to do this video. This dude has a friend that graded through PSA. PSA lost a bunch of their cards.
Just breaking out, okay? So
lost a
27.
I'll play it. Maybe I'll do another one. Basically, PSA lost a bunch of their cards. He refunded him, his friend, like $20-something thousand on the cards. He was saying his experience through CGC.
7,000.
Ugly mug, yo. His experience through CGC. They just went silent. They're like, sorry, can't do anything about it. PSA, they're a reputable company. That's exactly why GameStop goes to them. That's why they don't mess around. Hate seeing his face. That's why they don't mess around. They don't mess around with other companies. We're not messing around with CGC. We're only going PSA. Y'all, I got to bounce. Sergio, I pulled a Charizard. Let me see real quick. Power packs. Let me see if I can pull it up. When I'm late, I'm going to tell them Sergio delayed me. Yep. I pulled this. It was nice. I got this Venusaur right here. Really cool to me. I like Venusaur. I don't know why. He's fat, wide, doesn't move too much, but tough. This joint. I got another one of these. I love this card. I just love the aspect of it from the aerial view. But anyways, though, I got to bounce. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Marantz, thank